Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. We're here for a very special day because today I'm celebrating 1,000 subscribers. So I've returned to what is probably my most popular Let's Play series, and with me today I have a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I certainly would. I am Riley.
That's fine. You can say my name. They know it.
I am Riley's mama.
Yeah, it's my mom.
And I'm very excited to share this moment with him. So let's go.
So what do you know about Ace Attorney?
I know very little. I like being left in the dark so that I can enjoy the surprises along the way. But I do know it's a mystery type game and it involves attorneys, which I used to work for, so I'm all excited about it.
Yeah,
it should be fun.
She's an expert already, so
we'll see about that.
What we're going to do is play the very first case of the very first game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So, ready to do it? Episode 1, the first turnabout?
Let's do this.
Yes. So I'll be reading the voices for all the male characters, and I'll tell you the one character you will be voicing. Okay. We'll get to that shortly. Let's do it. Gasp. Gasp. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. So I guess the mystery's kind of been solved already, huh?
Well, yeah, we know who did it, right?
So it's up to you to figure out how to prove him guilty.
Okay.
So that's going to be your role. August 3rd, Defendant Lobby number 2. So right here you can see Phoenix. That's the name box. Basically you'll be relying on that to see who's speaking. I'm Phoenix.
Okay.
Boy, am I nervous.
Right.
Yep, that's you. You're Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief.
Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Good job, Mom.
Thanks.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Ugh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
Oh.
It's true. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. No, that's what you're gonna do, Mom.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
I like that voice.
Yeah.
It fits his face perfectly.
Oh my god, I love this character. He's kind of like a stoogie.
Uh-huh.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Way to psych him out.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hand shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
I would have to go with Mr. Larry Butts.
Well done. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Oh.
You
Did
know?
they say it?
No, they didn't say
I don't
it.
think they said it. It's his girlfriend.
Larry's girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah, Larry's girlfriend.
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No, wait, I forgot. I'm trying to total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Let's take a look at the court record. So, we have the attorney's badge, and we have Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31, 4 p.m. through 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma.
Ouch.
And we also can look at profiles. So we have Mia's profile.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Sweet.
Mia Fey. Larry
Yeah,
Butts.
I'm 27.
Yeah, for sure. Cindy Stone.
Ah.
And of course the prosecutor is Winston Payne. Do you get it?
No.
He winces in pain.
Oh,
Yeah. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
I like Cinderblock, but no, Cindy Stone.
Okay. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Blunt trauma, hit with a blunt object.
Yes. Good memory. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Guess I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Have you ever seen the Thinker statue?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
That's you.
Oh, right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial.
She's talking to you.
That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
In other words, tell me when you want to check it, because I have the controls.
Okay.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Oh, that's me. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Oh, Larry.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die?
Didn't end well for any of them.
No. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She has just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
No. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? What do you think?
I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah?
Let's wait and see what happens.
Okay. Might be better not to get involved in this one.
Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this! Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
I'm gonna stop him from answering this
Yeah?
one.
Okay. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
You get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's him.
Yes.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you must proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Lies.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
That's my question.
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Noon to 6.
Yeah, that's a big window. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor.
All right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Open it, please.
Okay.
Let's look.
So here's how the cross-examinations work. One by one, you can go through his lines. He will go forward here,
Okay.
and then immediately backwards to the line before. So at any one of these paragraphs, we can press him to get more information about this individual statement. So we could go through and try and compare the evidence, or if you feel something's fishy, you can press it. And there's no penalty for pressing him at all. So if you want, you can read forward, or...
Yeah, let's press this one. I want to see what he has to say about.
Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Indeed.
Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next?
Would you like to press or move forward or?
Yeah, let's press some more.
Okay. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd, in a big city like this, I thought.
I see. And what happened next?
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment.
I would press this one too.
Okay. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did pain cut him off so quickly?
So, you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead.
Let's not press this one.
Okay. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Let's press this one.
Okay. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
That's what I'm wondering, if there's any fingerprints.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately.
We're pressing this one because he just said he didn't touch anything, but he just admitted to touching the phone.
Did he? Yeah. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police? What happened next?
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Let's press this one.
The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
We are definitely pressing this one.
Okay. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Let's press it.
1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident.
1 o'clock p.m. Right? Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. What time did they deliver papers?
Well, let's look at the evidence. What evidence do we have that contradicts this statement?
The time of death was between 4 and 5 p.m.
Yeah, that doesn't match.
No, it does not.
Think we should present this?
Yes, we should.
Okay. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometimes after 4. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot.
You did it.
That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just one. We'll find more.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Second round of testimony. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding.
I'm not buying it.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. So did anything jump out at you?
Well, obviously, the fact that he doesn't get the time right.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what he's doing delivering papers at that time anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty late in the afternoon.
Yeah, they're always in the mornings.
So, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
Let's press this one, see what
Okay.
he has to say.
You said heard, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something. But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Yeah, let's press this one.
Are you sure it was a television and not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness has testified he heard the time.
Would you like to examine the evidence?
Yeah, let's look at the evidence.
Okay. So, the autopsy report. 4 p.m. through 5. Statue in the shape of a thinker. It's rather heavy. The murder weapon. Passport. Arrived from Paris. The day before the murder. Blackout record.
Aha, the electricity was out.
From when?
From noon to 6. And if he insists it was 1 o'clock,
Yeah. So, what do you think about that?
there was a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. Well, we know that's not true,
Yeah.
so we're going to press him. and
Well,
see.
you already pressed this
Oh, we did
statement,
this
so
one? Okay.
Is this time for evidence?
Yeah, I think we should pull into that, bring in that contradiction
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it.
Oh,
You couldn't have heard the television or a video.
Or the radio.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
You think?
My apologies, Your Honor. Must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
He looks guilty as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah. His body's getting faster and faster. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Okay.
What?
Mom just shot me a weird look. She's not buying it for a second.
That made no sense.
Yeah. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. He's getting panicked. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
Okay, well, let's hear more about this.
Press it?
Yes.
Okay. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there?
Okay, so he didn't go in the apartment, he said.
Yeah.
So how would he have gone in and far enough to see a table clock? I think we should press him on this one.
A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
We're gonna press this, because that's not what he said the murder weapon was.
Yeah. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that he was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw.
I think we can dig into the evidence.
Okay.
Because
so what
we
are you
know
thinking?
he had the thinker was the murder weapon.
Yes,
not the clock.
The thinker was the murder weapon.
Yes.
So, which sentence do we want to put that on?
This one.
Yeah?
Right here.
How about, yeah, that's not about the murder weapon. This is it, though.
Yep.
Okay. So, present this evidence.
Yes.
Okay. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it in there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
No, I don't think so. Oh.
Well, think about it. I'll give you a moment.
I'm missing something, apparently. So let's say yes, and go from there.
But why?
Well, he did say he didn't go into the apartment.
So how would he...
So how would he have seen the the murder weapon if he didn't go into the apartment.
Yeah, like you could only figure out if it's a clock on close examination.
Right, because it doesn't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he didn't. You tilt the head or something
Uh-huh.
to get it to say the time.
So yeah, we have a big problem. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand.
Ah,
Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he...
went into the apartment.
Yeah? Think so?
Yes.
Okay. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her.
Oh, wow.
You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Ah!
Ah! He lost his hair.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her. He should burn. Burn. Give him death.
Frank lost it. Order! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully.
Yes, you better.
Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Try sounding the clock.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death.
Aha.
So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like this clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right.
How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness.
Indict.
Oh, did he?
Indict.
Stupid language. Why does it C there?
Oh, no, I know.
I blame you.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
Oh, no.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Ah, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Yeah! Mia? I mean, Chief?
Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Can you?
Well, it can't be due to the power outage because
No,
it's
it's
run on
not. It's
batteries.
wireless.
Oh, yes, I do know why.
Oh?
Because perhaps it's on a different time zone.
Oh!
Oh, where did she just come from?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So let's say yes here.
Yeah. Wait. Maybe I can't prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that you can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Let's see. Go back to the passport. Okay. Can we look at the passport? Or
No,
Okay,
no.
so let's look at the clock. Is there any indication as to where this came from?
Pretty much all you have to work on is just the text, the
Just
black
there.
text. Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at
Well, what did
Let's
we
look
just
at the
go?
clock.
What did we
Oh,
just
I
go?
know.
Oh,
But I'm wondering,
about?
how can we prove that she got that where in Paris?
Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
That's probably the implication.
Yeah.
Because
It's on a different time zone.
Yeah.
And so she would have gotten it there,
Yeah.
or she took it with her
Yeah.
and had that set to the current time in Paris.
So do you think that's it?
So
You
let's
can go
look.
with the
Yeah.
passport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the passport.
Yeah, it's our best shot, I think.
Okay.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It.
He's so clever. Look at him sweating now.
Oh,
Knocked him right out.
yep.
Where'd his toupee go, by the way?
He threw it at Phoenix, remember?
Yeah.
It's kind of just on his feet now. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Yay!
Yay!
Say the words.
He's not guilty.
You did it! And with that, this court is adjourned.
Mr. Butts is a free man.
Free to stink it up wherever he goes.
That's right. And you know he will.
Yeah. It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar.
Oh.
He posed as a newspaper salesman to check out and see when people were out of the house.
Aha.
That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
What a shame.
Yeah.
So does nobody lock their apartments over there?
I don't know.
How did Mr.
Everywhere.
Butts get in?
Yeah. Well, she was his girlfriend, remember? He probably had the key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Harry? Harry
Harry?
Butts.
Harry? Yeah.
Harry Butts?
Yeah.
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
Oh, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Oh. Larry?
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? What should we show him to prove that she loved him?
Let's look at everything again.
Well, her autopsy report, that's probably not it.
No.
The statue, the passport, which is just for travel stuff, and the blackout record, which is unrelated to Larry.
Well, than, I guess, the statue.
Yeah, after all, he just said that
Yeah,
he made one for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry.
He took it with him.
Yeah. And
She took it with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
That would be
Is
nice.
she flirting with him?
Maybe. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Uh-oh.
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. The end.
The end.
The end. You complete the first case. Well done.
Ooh. Awesome, that was fun.
Yeah. So I think it actually goes right into the second case here. So let's just look at this real quick.
Okay,
Bring, bring.
telephone's ringing.
Beep.
Hello, this is Maya. Oh,
That's you. Also, you're Mia.
Maya. Maya? Mm-hmm. Hey, Maya, it's me.
Maya.
Maya.
Yeah.
Hey, Maya, it's me.
You want to voice Mia?
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Beep. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. But what's this?
Uh-oh.
What's this? We're almost done.
8:57 p.m.
Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Oh, my dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay.
Uh-oh. 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 Another victim of the thinker.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't look like a good guy.
Red, white, blue. So that's going to be the second case in the first game. Basically, Maya Fey gets accused of her big sister's murder. Phoenix comes here to see the scene of the crime.
Oh.
But that's a whole kid and caboodle that would take hours to do, so there's no way you and I could do it. So let's return to the title screen.
Awesome.
Well done, Mom.
Well,
you did it.
Thanks, buddy. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
I think it's great. I think it's a really fun thing. It makes you think and use your noodle.
Oh yeah, this one was easy though.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah. Wasn't too hard.
So like future cases take place over multiple days. You go like investigation phases where you go around interviewing witnesses, gather evidence in the crime scene itself. Then you have court days where you cross-examine the witnesses, and then repeats back and forth until it finally comes to a head and
That's
you
awesome.
expose the truth.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
I had so much fun playing this entire trilogy.
Well, maybe you should be an attorney.
No.
No, I don't want you to be an attorney.
No. Well, thank you very much for joining me today.
Well, my dear son, thank you for allowing me to join in this activity with you. It was a lot of fun, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Aww. I know it. I know it. Okay.
You do.
Well, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been a lovely 1,000 subscriber special. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. So until then, take care.
Ta-ta.